So my school. It's an interesting place. I think I can sum it up by saying it's the kind of place people start petitions to have certain teachers join back, or make diss tracks against different teachers, or even just straight up offer their teacher a bread roll. So yeah, I think the transition slides in the last video were just great, so I'll be stealing that idea for this video. So for this one I kind of have to explain a few rules that my school has, so sorry if you go to my school. So for classrooms, the school has like a 3-step consequence system with like consequence 1 or C1, not that bad, and like consequence 3 or C3 is you're sent out and given a half-hour detention after school. We usually call that an on-call though, so that's what I'll call it. I'm not exactly a rebel student, but I do get on-called every so often. This time though was just special. I can't actually remember why. I was in a design and tech class, of which my teacher isn't very popular for a few reasons, and I think she was just having a bad day and wanted to ruin my too, so she did. When you're on call, a teacher is supposed to come and pick you up and take you to the learning recovery room. Sounds better than where we send the annoying kids, right? However, my friend Jacob told me that seeing as it was literally 5 minutes to the end of the day, which was just the icing on the cake, nobody would come pick me up, which, you know, is understandable, I guess. So I went up to the house office, which is where you go to ask questions or annoy the teacher to get out of class. And the teacher told me to go up to the glorified storage cupboard, I meant learning recovery room, to check to see if there was anyone in there, and if there wasn't, to just go straight to the detention hall. So I do that, walk into the tiny room and find it empty. No big deal, right? Wrong. The door got stuck. Oh god. I stare at the door for a few seconds and try it again. Nothing. I start freaking out and pulling really hard, hoping that I could somehow force it open, but these noodle arms once again failed me. So as I was starting to ration out my leftover lunchbox to see how long I could survive in there, in a moment of pure desperation, I tried calling my friend and to-be saviour, Grace. This is pretty much how the conversation went. Hi? Where are you right now? Waiting to be picked up in the car park? Why? Do not go anywhere. Why exactly? I'm locked in LRR. What? I'm trapped in here, the door's stuck, come and let me out, please. And lo and behold, she came up the stairs as a true hero would, and opened the door easily. Which leads me to believe that my DT teacher is a witch and put a curse on me. This story takes place all the way back in year 7, on literally the first day of secondary school. Most people's first days are slightly awkward at best, but this one hit levels that could only be described as catastrophic. Now, I want you to imagine me, terrified year 7 in a massive new school. At this point I was even scared of the teachers, sat in an assembly full of literally the entire school, the head teacher himself doing a speech, and then my phone rings.
So now it's time for a new school year, a fresh new start and a chance to... It's time for a fresh start. And, we gotta make sure... Okay, someone needs to turn off their damn phone.
This is already bad enough, but I didn't even realise it was mine at first. So I hear it thinking to myself, oh my god, how embarrassing. What troglodyte wouldn't put their phone on silent before going into an assembly? When I suddenly recognised the classic Nokia ringtone to be coming from my own bag. Gah, I'm cringing just thinking about it. This memory has been so deeply repressed. I haven't thought about it in so long. Although every now and then someone will randomly bring it up in conversation, which just causes all the trauma to come flooding back. That's right, I'm talking to you. You know who you are, you monster. And last but not least, this story takes place in primary school. If I remember correctly, I was in year 5 and I was just, drawing, making masterpieces. And then inexplicably, I feel a hand just hit the back of my head, putting my 9-year-old forehead on a collision course straight for the table. As you can imagine, this was something of a surprise to me, so whilst I did try my best to avoid this, It didn't work, okay? I got my head slammed onto a table. Not my finest moment. I turn around, the room ever so slightly spinning, to see who my attacker was. It was just some random girl I didn't speak to too much, and she was laughing. And that's when I knew I had to get my revenge. Granted, I hadn't quite had my growth spurt yet, and those baby fists weren't exactly weapons of mass destruction, but when common sense goes up against fear of embarrassment, the latter always wins. I get up, trying to appear even somewhat intimidating, and I just swung those aforementioned baby hands until I couldn't swing them anymore. I'm sure you're wondering, where was the teacher during this? And I'd like to know too, to be honest. I'm guessing he just stepped out for a sec. Dunno really. Anyway, so I attempted to punch this girl quite a few times, and after a while she actually ran away. So that was an ego boost. My head still kinda hurt afterwards though. Thanks for watching this video. It was really fun to make. I don't know if you could tell, but I did get a new microphone, and I think it sounds a lot better. It doesn't have as much problems as the other one, so that's always good. There are so many more stories I could share. I might make a part 2 in the future, like, just let me know what you think. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hi, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to BUT.TRU. He was the voice of the head teacher in the phone ring story. True, you did an amazing job with the lines, and like, they were awesome, so thanks. You should go check out his channel. He makes animations sort of similar to what I do, but a lot better. So yeah, thanks man, and thanks for watching.
If I could begin to be half of what you think